Welcome back to a Sutter Podcast. I'm your host, Victor, along with my co-host, Mark. To my right,
Yo,
was
yo,
popping, Mark.
yo. I'm good. I'm chilling. How are you?
I'm chilling, man. Long
That's
day,
good. That's good.
but it's good to be here. Love being here. This is my
Yes.
this is my debrief. This is my therapy because it's cheaper than actual
True,
therapy.
true, true, true.
Until we get that BetterHelp sponsor.
True,
I
true, true,
can't
true.
wait till we do our first ad read. I'm gonna have so much
Right?
fun. Oh my god.
Getting so much excitement, so much enthusiasm in it.
It's like we got Scentbird. We got what's the other one? What's another one that like everybody fucking has? Audible.
True, yeah. Audible. You see that a lot.
All right, yeah. But what's new with you, man? What was your week like? What's going on?
My week was chilling for the most part. It's like I felt like it went by pretty fast actually. No, basic week was really just going through work, but I feel like throughout the week it was like it went by pretty fast. Yeah, so that was that. And then this weekend, well, really just like today so far. So I know Quinn saw, but like I'm starting to move back into the Franklin Street house.
Yes. Thanks for
Yeah,
telling me.
yes. It was more so I didn't want to tell anybody. It was more so like once I finally got everything in there, I was gonna be like, all right, cool. I was just waiting for that. But then once like Quinn kind of decided to find out for himself, I was just like, all right,
Well, what's funny is I told him first.
okay.
Yeah, because I follow your brother on
Okay, see,
Instagram,
so
so
I
I
was
saw that,
yeah.
and I was like, I didn't tell him like, oh, it's happening, but I was like, I think based on evidence,
Based on evidence,
there's a possibility, there's
there's
some
a there's a
speculation
theory.
that either his brother or all of them are going back to the house where it all started. Don't get your hopes up.
Don't hit your hopes up, buddy.
And then Quinn just,
Took it
ran into
upon
his
himself.
took it upon himself, took initiative.
He was like, yeah, but so yeah, that's why. Because I know I forgot that he did too, so that's why when he ended up telling me, I was like, oh shit, so that's the only reason why. But yeah, it's happening slowly but surely. Yeah, it's good to be back in there. Still gonna move a bunch of shit. Kind of hard though because now I'm realizing I have a lot bigger things.
Smaller room compared to what
Yeah,
you were used to.
yeah. Like the room that I had was like all right size. Like don't get me wrong, but still, when I had that room, I didn't have a queen size bed. You know what
Right.
I mean? So
Yeah.
now it's like, okay, I got to take a couple inches off of the space I had before because this isn't going to be here. So yeah, and then also the desk and all that too. Now that I have for my PC, so it's like, oh, we gotta make shit work. But yeah, it's really how it's been going though. But yeah, slowly but surely.
That's good, man. Good to be back. You did you like want to go back there or you were like, oh,
Yeah, no, so yeah, I did always want to go back. So where I'm at, like at my grandmom's, well, next to my grandmom's. I remember growing up there when I was really young, like really, really young, and it was me, my mom, my brother, but also my aunt too, my uncle. So we were all like kind of like living in that building. So like going from again like Franklin Street to my dad's, and then me being told, okay, we're gonna go there, I was just like, oh shit, like I haven't been there in so long since I was a young boy. So going back there was like pretty cool because I knew like it was a lot of space, at least from what I remember. So, you know, the space is definitely what I'm gonna miss. But I mean, again, I'm like, it's Franklin
yeah.
Street though. Like I ain't gonna give that up.
Old neighbors and shit. You get to go back to
Yeah,
where you're used to and whatnot.
exactly.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. We
Yeah.
gotta have at least one night where we order Domino's and we just like sit on the porch or something.
True. And then Quinn can
One summer
go
night,
and then Quinn can go and say that, I live in like
battlefield.
yeah, like I live like I'm in the
You hear
war
the
right now.
you hear the background.
I'm like, bro, I swear, I don't know what that is. And it's only when he's out there. Cause I swear I don't be hearing it ever. It's like nothing. The only thing other thing I hear is just loud music. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say I hear.
For y'all that are like, what are y'all talking about? Because there's a lot of new people here since we've ever
True,
mentioned this.
true, true.
About
Yes.
1,000 more people here.
Yes, this is very true.
Franklin Street is the building where we were first recording episodes of the podcast. The very first up until like probably like 100 episodes.
True. I just find it funny because we're almost saying it like it's a national treasure.
It is to us.
It's like
I
this
feel like
is where it all started, everybody.
I feel like everybody has that place in their life that is like, oh, like that's where we would all,
Yeah,
So
it is just hilarious that it is my house because
yeah.
like not only is it a place where I felt like, you guys were at, but also like my brother's friends were at, and then even my
Mhm.
neighbors. Like it just seemed like for some reason I was just that one friend where it was like, okay, this is where it's going to happen for a
Yeah.
lot of the times. Like.
So ever since like we were kids and like that's where me and Mark sat in that living room and thought of the name
True.
ETC and like where we had like millions of conversations like yo we want to do this da da
Yeah.
da da
Yep.
and we finally started it and then we moved to like 10 different other locations since then and then we found this
That was
place.
a journey. Yep.
So whenever or when we hit a million subscribers, you're gonna see a video of us in
Or a
that room with
compilation
a
of.
tilted camera, far as hell, with a crazy lens, kind of blurry, tilted table, fucking fucked up green screen, all that, and we all gonna look so young and skinny and fucking
Yeah, true. I think you
no
had
facial
glasses
hair.
still probably at
Yeah,
that point, maybe.
yeah, for a little bit, but
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of growth.
The one episode where it was like winter time when I was moving out of the
Yeah,
house, we
and
were all wearing our
we were still
coats.
using it. We filmed the whole episode like as if we
True.
were outside
And
because it
that
was
shit
just that
was
cold.
and that shit was so funny because we were really in coats just sitting there like, "What's up, guys?"
Yeah. Shows the dedication though. We anywhere that we could find a quiet space is where we recorded this fucking podcast. And look at us now.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
Next stop is to have our own spot where we film it at. That's only for us.
True. Not have
But
to worry about no, not right. I'm gonna say
yeah,
it. I'm
yeah.
gonna say it.
but but yeah, so that's why it's such an important like part to us. Like even before we started filming, there was like a lot of Fridays we would like leave middle school, walk down there, hang out
Yeah.
there, leave,
Closest
or summer
place.
nights, or like Pokemon Go summer. Like I would pull up like at 8 a.m. at this man's house and play till like midnight. We
Yeah.
would walk around the entire fucking city.
I couldn't believe that like that game blew up the way it did and just like how much we really took advantage of it. Like it was
Mhm.
insane.
It was world peace for like a good summer.
Yeah, yeah. And I was like always saying, like I would love to make a game that's like similar to that, to where I can have people get
Recreate that, yeah.
outside and like because it's like yeah, you're not like leaving the idea of playing a video game. You're still stuck into that world, but at the same time, you're enjoying still life. Like life is still happening around you.
We talked to so many new people during that time, just
True.
being around, just because you're like everybody knows you can tell somebody who's playing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, "Oh, y'all looking for that thing too?"
True. When you either notice like one or two things, either there's a lot of people in one spot gathered, so that's where you can kind of
Mhm.
guess they're doing it, or they're just looking at their phone way
It's
too
like, "Is it y'all
long.
doing this raid?"
Right? Way too long. You're just looking at your phone and you're just like, and they keep looking up and looking down to see, and they're just looking at random spots. You're like, yeah, they're playing, bro.
That's the only game I like or use on my phone now. It's like when I'm walking my dog, I just whip that out sometimes just for fun.
Yeah, I at one point wanted to download it again, but it just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Like to be able to do it is just it would I don't know. I have to pay a lot of more attention to it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I won't advance until like a year later, and then I'll be like way outdated. There'll be so many updates. I'm like, bro, I need to catch up. I
Yeah.
can't do it.
I literally just like hatch eggs and like catch random stuff. Like if I don't have it, I'll just catch it because like there's raids and shit to do and like to catch legendaries. And I'm like, I don't got people to play this way. You need people. But yeah, they have other games out there that are like similar. It just needs to catch on. Like that's the only thing that's missing. That was the thing with Pokemon Go. Is like Pokemon's such a big name, and it came out, and obviously like anything that's a trend, people hopped on it, and everybody's posting about it. Because like there's one about Pikmin that's like if you just walk around.
I was
I
what
think
I
I
was about
sent
to
it to
say.
you or.
Yeah, I remember I saw it with the Nintendo Direct when it came out.
Mhm.
And I was like, it's cool, but like at the same time, like it was more just kind of like a walking app, I think. Just kind of
Yeah,
like
just to say you got your steps or whatever. It's like another
yeah,
fitness app kind of thing.
yeah. And
Just
I was like,
stamp Pikmin on it, which I never really played Pikmin growing up.
yeah, I played it, so I knew like I really loved Pikmin. So I like when I saw that, I was like at first like, oh shit, like how are they gonna kind of like work this out? But then when I saw that, I was like, oh,
It's just a
okay.
simple little thing.
I
Yeah,
was like, it's cool, I guess, but it wasn't what like Pokemon Go actually was. So I was like, it's cool.
yeah, good time though.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, my past week, I mean, from what I can remember, it was just mainly work. Got my car back after my final destination thing. I got it today. I was at work. They come and like, "Yo, it's ready." I was like, "You could either get it now or wait till Monday." I was like, "I'm on my way," because I couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah.
But got my car back, went home, and then I came to get you, and now here we are filming. But some stuff happened this week, and I feel like it would be a disservice
True,
to these
true.
people if we did not talk about it. Um, Jerry Springer, near and dear to our hearts, even before Franklin Street for me.
Yeah.
He was around. He raised us. He taught me things that I should not have been seeing at the ages that I was watching this show at. Rest in peace to this man, whether you love him or hate him. Even though some people found him to be controversial, it is what it is. Rest in peace to that man.
Yep.
Live forever, man. I hope that they're gonna rerun his show for like the next month nonstop. There should be nothing
Yeah.
else on daytime television except for his
Shouldn't
show.
even be a commercials. Just go
No,
right into the next
just
thing.
commercial free.
Right?
Jerry Springer.
You imagine being able to have you
What's
just
going on?
right to go and like take your whole day out of the way. Be like, yo, I'm just gonna watch this straight. Like,
Do they have him on DVD? I feel
they
like that's
have
a
to.
show. I've never seen them be like,
I feel like Jerry Springer is one of those shows that was one popular and came out kind of around that perfect time where it was like, yeah, they made a DVD. They had to have made a DVD out of
but they
it.
never like mentioned it. Like I feel like they'd be like on like during the shows like season 8, go cop.
Yeah, I
But
don't know. I guess it was
or
probably
maybe
at
they
one
couldn't.
point.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. But they have to. There's no way.
Do you think it was always real? Or do you
Uh,
think at a certain point that it just like they ran out of stories and they had to like bring in actors
it's
and
very
people in?
true to go and like go on for that long. And
Because recently, I mean, I believe that there's probably still new stories out there, but since it's been on for so long, it's like you can only have so many baby mama issues for so long that you got to
not
spruce it up.
like not to mention like with because they're trying to do a show like what every week, to
Yeah,
have that to try to find somebody every week is kind of like,
yeah, and then it's like like if we were just saying you're doing it for so long, and I've noticed too, because even like Dr. Phil has gotten to a level where it's like it's fake now, because they bring people on that are like TikTok famous and shit, or like people that I already know for like their online presence, and then they go on there, it's like, yeah, like my cousin Rodney doing this. Like it's like, bro, I know you don't have none of this going on. Like you be making fucking food videos on TikTok. You just yeah, like it just doesn't make sense. So I know some like Maury for sure, not Maury, fucking Dr. Phil. I lost him. Dr. Phil. Some of the shit is fake. I think Maury did some of that too with like Maury was Catch Me Outside, right? Or was that Dr. Phil too?
that was Dr. Phil.
Okay, yeah, yeah. But Maury has some people on there that's fake too, and like I feel like in the beginning it was for sure real, but after a certain point, it's like how many times can we have this baby's not his?
What about right? Yeah, I'll get into it, but let me not, let's talk about Jerry Springer. Let's
Yeah,
keep
Jerry
going.
Springer. I mean, he was like the guy who started first is the real question.
What do you mean as far as who?
Jerry Springer and Maury,
Maury, yeah.
because I know Steve Wilkos came from Jerry Springer,
Okay. So it had to be Jerry Springer then, I feel like,
but I guess well that this I'm looking this up. But yeah, because Steve Wilkos used to be a bodyguard on Jerry Springer.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that actually.
So he was actually on there as a security guard, like for when people would start fighting, he would pull people
Yeah,
off, and then he ended up getting his own show. And he's like, Steve.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna look it up. Maury first air date.
Let's figure this out.
Imagine being on the first episode of Maury.
True, bro. That's definitely
September
iconic.
9th, 1991.
Oh my god.
Wait, who is this? Oh, I was about to say that Nella like Maury.
And that's Jerry Springer?
No, that was Maury's 1991,
Oh,
September 9th. Remember that.
1991, bro. To go back all the way up to
That's what I'm
1990,
saying. Like how you know that's what's that, 30 years of television almost? Or like already 30 years of television?
bro. And you put like how many episodes a week, probably, or a year?
Wow, you're not gonna believe this.
What?
So Maurice aired on September 9th, 1991. Jerry Springer aired on September 30th, 1991.
So they're like right
They're
there.
literally less than a month apart.
That's crazy.
Were they on the same channel?
Well, I guess it's kind of how makes sense with a lot of shows that try to replicate it same way. It's kind of crazy that two television like networks would decide to do something that's that like similar.
Yeah, I mean, one of them is like only like paternity test, isn't it?
Probably, I think so. I can't remember.
Yeah, because Maury is always like, "You are not the father. You are the father." That's all paternity stuff.
Okay.
Jerry Springer is just straight family beef.
You ever, I'm just thinking, like, you ever think Jerry Springer got tired of that shit?
He's
To go on
like, I
every day to
can't.
have to deal with somebody else's bullshit like that. Like, how do you just sit there and like try to de-escalate it all the time?
Yeah, and they're both on NBC. I just looked it up.
Yes.
Wait, time out. Before I keep going with this, before I can't forget this one. I gotta double check this one.
Judge Judy.
No, I'm not even gonna get into judge shows. Uh, damn, fuck. Cheaters.
Okay.
What? Cheaters first episode date, air date. Get the fuck out of here, Cheaters. 2000. Hey, late.
They're way late to the game, bro.
But yeah, bro. So Maury started with the paternity test shit. Jerry was just like, "What if we just took anybody who got beef with anybody?"
Yeah.
and let them hash it out on TV.
They really should have let the bull that Kanye's cousin or whatever who stole his laptop.
Oh, have him on there.
You stole my shit.
So, no,
Calm
yo, they need to
down.
make. I mean, do you think that will pop off though? Like, do you think people will subscribe to? I feel like it will get to a point where it'd be a bunch of fake people on there. Kind of like, I mean, like a celebrity Jerry Springer.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and I feel like it would be very interesting for like, the first couple episodes. But then you'll start to realize it'll get to the same point where it's just
Like,
like,
nobody with real beef or anybody like super relevant would choose to be on there and air their business out. The thing with Jerry Springer and Maury, especially now, is just people who are looking for like 5 minutes of
I was
fame.
just about to say that, yeah, who
So they're
wants
forcing
to?
it. So that celebrity one will probably turn into just like the D-list celebrities just looking to
You
re-spark their
know what it would
careers.
be? It would be
It
most
would be Love and Hip Hop.
yeah, it'd be
It'd
yeah.
be those shows.
That's
Anything
where
that's
it
on
is. That's what
anything anything on Zeus is is what it would
true,
become.
true, true. That's what we were basically describing the whole time. It was that. Yeah, I don't know. It would be weird, to basically do that.
Any reality show where they have their moment where they talk it out and they sit down and they put that like that music on. It's like
It's gonna be like basically like the red table talk, and
yeah.
all that kind of shit. I feel like it will get really deep, and you'll sit there and you're thinking like, "Oh, it's about to be crazy," something like
Mhm.
that, but it's just gonna end up being some deep shit. And you're
Yeah,
just like,
some adult conversation where they just saying a
right.
bunch of
It's like, bro,
ambiguous ass
I
statements.
really love you, man. You were like a brother to me. It's like, all right, bro,
Mm.
right?
You ever watch one of, like their show?
Yeah.
Somebody cut from whose was it? I think it was Will Smith on there. Will Smith or somebody else. I can't remember. It was an actor. And he was talking. Oh, it was Snoop. Snoop was on there. And
Oh, okay.
he was talking about whatever they was asking about. He was being real serious and like being sincere. And Willow Smith, she said, like 30 times. And they just cut it together with anything he said. It's like, bro, like you're a talk show host. Like it's a back and forth for being like, oh wow. Or, don't hit him with the damn that's crazy 30 times when he's spilling his heart
Mm,
out. Like he been through some shit. Fucking Jada Pinkett in there's like, so what was Tupac like?
right,
This whole time Snoop knew all of them.
right, sure, shit.
Remember when you, me, and Tupac was smoking at it's like, all right, bro.
I was like, yo, chill, 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 chill.
Your husband right there behind the camera.
It's like, all right, bro, we gotta like not do this when Will's around.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg was like, yo, you hear that? You hear this shit?
Damn, bro.
But Jerry, yeah. Jerry Springer was the shit, man. Some people had like beef with it. Cause remember I texted you the other day. I was like, I noticed, and I could be wrong because I haven't watched I mean, this shit's been on since 1991. I haven't seen every episode, but I texted in the group chat between me, you, and Quinn, and I was like, yo, you ever notice, or like I've never seen like an Indian or Asian couple on Jerry Springer. So
Yeah.
it's either white, Hispanic, or like black couples on there. How? I guess like I mean I know why and how because they're not dumb enough to put their own business out there. They'll just figure it out on their own. And two, a lot of the times they probably don't have as deep of a problem like that in the first place.
Yeah.
And yeah, they just keep shit private. They just
Yeah.
keep it amongst themselves. They're not gonna put their shit on national TV. What the fuck is the point?
You know what's funny though? Is that this is another idea that Key and Peele can use.
What?
That idea.
Oh, like just having like an Indian or Asian couple on there.
Yeah.
They will get in trouble though.
Now they would.
Yeah.
Now they would.
That's like
Yeah.
a Mad TV sketch. That was like way before they even got
Yeah.
Key and Peele type of sketch.
Yeah, that is very true. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
It depends how they play it. They would
True,
have to
yeah.
play it very safe, which isn't as fun.
Yeah, it sucks.
But yeah. So yeah, I noticed that, and like some people like kind of had beef with Jerry Springer because like he was basically profiting off of black, Hispanic, or white couples just
That's
like
true.
embarrassing themselves on TV, and
Yeah.
but he was mediating, but at the same time he was kind of like an instigator, low key. Like he would like
That's funny.
he would always like at the end give his little speech about him, be like, be nicer to each other, da 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 da. But when he was there, he's like, so you slept with his cousin, and you said he had a little. Listen, hey,
I don't know
hey, and
about
then he'll
you.
look at the crowd, he's like, talk about family drama, and everyone's like, "Wah,
Yeah.
Jerry, Jerry, Jerry."
It's like, I don't know about you, but I would hit him if that was you. I'm just
And that's when you start hearing,
right. Hey, now stop, stop, stop. Oh God, oh, you're hitting him. Right?
get closer.
Hey, right, closer. Wait, give 10 more seconds. Then let the guys come in.
Yeah.
10 more seconds. It's just so crazy to think about. Again, who knows? I mean, If it was really like that, probably, but that's just hilarious though.
Yeah, and then you ever hear Cat Williams joke about fucking Maury?
No, I don't.
No?
I don't think so.
There's a joke about Maury where he's just I mean, he was just making fun. He's like, "This is how every episode goes," which we all know how it goes. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, true, true.
there's a mother and a father, or yeah, mother and a father. They trying to say that one's the father, and he's like, "Nah, it's not my baby." And then there's a third guy that's like, "Yeah, yeah, it is," and they don't even look like me. It's not mine. And
I'll never
they
tell you. You know, it
yeah,
ain't me.
and they go through their whole shit, and then he goes like, "Well, we got the results."
Right from out of nowhere.
It's never in arm's reach for him. It's always like, "I got the results. Hold on one second.
Goes backstage.
We'll be right back."
I gotta go all the way to the post
Ah,
office.
shit, I forgot it backstage. But he's like, in the case of Lil TT
Well, TT.
Jackson, you are not the fuck.
He gets up, runs off the screen, and the bull the camera. The camera
It's like,
just
"Oh, my
chases.
baby, no."
Yeah, yeah. The woman's usually always just sitting there crying. She falls out her seat. She does one of the slide johns, and she's like, "Oh," and then falls on her legs or something.
And then the freaking cameraman just turns into a 5-star track star,
Oh,
running
yeah.
at the
Oh, yeah.
same speed of this lady with a fucking heavy ass camera on his shoulder.
Like,
And then she realizes that there's nowhere else to run because they run out of doors.
so then
She
they
just
go
leaves
back.
it. And she's just like, "LaShonda, you have to come back out. You gotta find out who the father of your child is. Do it.
No,
Do this for your son."
I'm not going up. It's
But the
like,
Cat Williams part of it is like every time they jump on the floor, he says that like Maury's always like kind of leaning on them a little creepy like he just putting his whole dick on him. It's like, "You gotta come back out." He just every time he tells he's just like this. He's like, "LaShonda, you gotta figure this out." Just laying on him all heavy and shit.
hey, yo, bro. Drawn. Yeah,
Yeah,
drawn.
Cat Williams. More. But yeah, Jerry Springer, man. Supposedly it was prostate cancer,
Yeah, I heard it
which
was
is
cancer.
unfortunate. And that's one of like especially I mean, specifically for men, that's one of like the cancers that are like
Yeah, yeah.
it's unfortunately like practically a death sentence almost, where it's very like there's a very low survival rate. And yeah, I mean, sorry to hear. He was 79 years old, so
Yeah, I felt like he, lived a pretty good
I mean,
life
if there's
for.
anybody who lived a full life, it's fucking Jerry.
Yeah, he's seen it all, in a way.
He had fucking 30 years of prime time I want to know how much he made in total off of that show. Because I'm
True.
sure at the beginning it was probably nothing, but like
Yeah.
after it got to, and then the rerun checks, bro,
Yeah.
every day from like 9 a.m. to 2,
Yeah,
bruh,
he definitely got a bag off of it.
chilling. And then he got his judge show for a little bit after that. You ever seen Judge Jerry? I ain't
Did
want
not.
that was like he tried like his one last time. Like,
See if he can come up with something different
yeah,
and new.
he did like 1 or 2 years, which like, why is everybody a judge now? Steve Harvey has a judge show. I don't know if you've seen that. Judge Judy Judge Judy got canceled, and she's like on Amazon now, and I think it's like Judy Justice is the name of the show, but it's the same shit. It's just obviously like I think whoever was at NBC or something owns it, so she couldn't name it the same thing. So she just does the same shit now. But like Judge Judy kind of an asshole. You ever watch Judge Judy for
No,
real?
yeah, yeah.
She be talking to them like shit low key. Even the person that ain't really do shit.
Right.
She was like it's just be like, "Oh, so he hit your car. Is that what
Right.
you're telling me? He hit your car." It's like, "Do you have the paperwork?" "Yes, I have. I don't want it. Just give me the paperwork. Give me the paperwork. Shut the fuck up. Give me the paperwork right now."
Because it'll be like one of those situations where, like, again, she asks for the paperwork, and they're like, "Yeah," and then they're like trying to fumble
Mhm.
rub it, and
Or like
she
give
just
her a reason. It's like, "Yeah, I have it right here. I don't need your whole life story.
right.
Just give me the paperwork.
Sit there trying to fumble open it. He's like, "What's going on? Why are you being so slow? Come
Why
on,
are
get
you
it."
unprepared? This is my show.
Right.
We gotta cut to commercials in 2 seconds. What are you doing?"
Oh fuck! Now he missed it. It shuts
"Oh,
off.
are you guilty?"
Right.
She's like, "So he hit your car. And what the fuck were you doing?" It's like gossip at that point.
I was
Stupid. That's why you got hit. Because you're fucking stupid.
Guilty. You got to go and
I'll
pay
tell
this
you what,
much.
it wasn't his fault. You go hit her car again and then have her pay for it.
Right? Just and you're just sitting there, and then they have to go and do the whole interview.
Mhm.
They're like,
And she's like,
Right.
still,
Cut back out.
you still don't know what to say.
This is exactly why I said. Damn, bro. Yeah, yeah, definitely an asshole for sure. I just
If
know.
I was in there, I would fight her low key. Like, Like, yo, who are you talking to? Like,
I could just picture you, like, if you either, like, stumble or he just doesn't get, like, anything across, she says something like that to you. I can just
I would get
imagine
so hot,
I
bro.
can imagine the camera just be on your face, you just sitting there just like the straightest face, just like, "For real? Like, for real? Are we really doing this Judy right?"
At your age, you doing this?
Like, I know what they told me backstage to act like it's all acting, but nah, bro. That's
you
just
you doing too good right now.
that shit felt personal. Yeah, bro.
It's like
Yeah.
so you owe her child support. And where has it? Do you have a job? You don't have a job. You
Oh,
have
great,
nothing. You're
great.
30 years old with 3 children. You don't have a job. It's like, damn, you stressing me out more than she is.
Right? We're not here for this. We're here for the like,
I'm
what?
not even gonna get into that. And you, why are you having children with this man?
He's the bullshit sitting there just straight face, like, you know what's
Just
going on?
freaking like a stained polo striped shirt and like a loose ass tie.
I can imagine it too. It's like a red polo.
And then got like with a slim chance, there's one person where she feels bad for. It's like, I'll tell you what, we're gonna work something out here. I understand you're going through some
Yeah,
tough times. You're
yeah,
a single mother. We're gonna figure this out. You, sir, you are gonna work with her because that is the mother of your child.
true.
I'm like in my Judge Judy
I
bag right
know.
now.
I don't know. You say, I feel like
I,
you watched it a lot.
bro, I have. That's how you think. Why you think I have an opinion on this? She's a
Yeah.
dick.
No, I
I watched every
remember
season. So no.
my mom used to definitely watch it a lot, so that's why I know. I just didn't like watch it always. I guess I didn't always watch every trial that went through, but then we got to go into Casa
That's
Cerrado.
what that's what the real that's what it's that is so fake, bro. Is they don't even try it. They don't
Bro,
even
yeah,
try it.
bro. It just be you see the most ridiculous people, and they'll even come in looking ridiculous, and that's where
All right, bro.
I'm like,
Clearly.
clearly I know you didn't think that this is what you would want to wear
Yeah.
if this was your first like actual time to come on TV. There's no way.
Maury or Jerry Springer would just be like, oh, this person slept or like it's like Tim slept with Sasha and they had a child together, but Sasha was sleeping with his cousin as well, so
With
they don't know
cousin.
who the father is. Boom.
That's it.
Caso Cerrado? Caso Cerrado is like, all right, so these two are siblings and they're dating another pair of siblings, but this guy, he wants to be a lizard and he wants to live like a lizard. But they want to have children live a normal life, but he wants to live in the woods like a lizard, and she wants to have an open relationship with all four of them. And their parents are all in jail. And that'd be the whole shit. And then they go through the whole court case, and then both the parents that are in jail make an appearance somehow.
Somehow they escaped.
And
They
then the
escaped just
guy
for
who
the
wants
show.
to the guy who wants to be a lizard will come out like on a leash, dressed like a lizard, and like do the tongue thing,
Yo,
and
I
he'll
feel
go all
like
the
I
way out.
definitely saw that shit. I definitely felt like I
I
saw
just made
that
that
shit.
off the top of my head, but I promise
I
you that
feel
an
like I
episode
saw
similar has
some
come
shit
out like
like that.
that.
I felt like I saw some shit like that.
They
That's what I'm
always gotta
remembering.
extend, and yo, my grandparents eat it up, bro. They swear it is real life, live. They swear it is all legit, bro. They be commentating and talking over the TV like, but how the
Right,
I'm
you
like,
start hearing them. You're in the other room.
bro, I be dying watching. I watch them watch Caso Cerrado and I laugh more.
Yeah, I think my grandmom's the same way. It's just very I guess I would say in a sense gullible, to just like believe all that stuff,
Yeah.
but it's just like crazy because like I feel like to them, Ponchiche was just that,
Yeah.
like no matter what,
No, they
like
don't care how dumb it they gonna just to
the
spice up the life, they gonna
yeah,
feed
they're just
into
like,
it.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's why novellas are just like the same thing.
Bruh. Then what's funnier than that is if I go over there and it's not on or something, or maybe they just finished watching it, they'll give me life advice off of shit they saw on there. It's like, yo, you gotta be careful because some of these girls they want to be lizards.
Don't be a lizard
And
man.
if she want to be a lizard, look, he just got sued for $10,000 because he didn't want to be with her. They had kids together. He didn't want to because she wanted to be a lizard. So
It's like
ten cuidado, papá. Tú no sabes que hay unas mujeres que son locas.
I'm just thinking like I'll just ask them like, so where'd you hear this from? God says it. I'm
No,
like, okay.
they start off with that. They be like, oh, yo vi en caso cerrado
Okay.
que este mujer
I would have been like, all right, grandma, you stop right there. I already know where you're going with this. Don't worry.
But the thing is, I love them so much that I
Right?
listen.
It's like,
I
okay.
just be like, okay, you're right. As soon as I hear iguanas, I'm out.
I'm out.
I
Don't
can't because
worry.
I don't want no iguana. You don't want iguana grandkids, so I'm not gonna bring you no iguana
Don't
grandkids.
worry. Going on trips, no
No way.
crazy excursions. No,
Mm-mm.
no going out to the
We
jungle.
won't even go to the zoo. So
Just stay, go to the beach. That's it.
I'm hot. I was active this episode.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
on
A
one.
lot of acting. A lot of early watching childhood,
Listen,
bro.
bro, I got that shit embedded in my head.
Now we just
That and God forbid, bro, Mr. Brown from House of Pain
I was
passes
gonna
away.
say, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
be sick, bro, because that was my shit. I watched those episodes and fucking because they never played them in order, so it'd be scattered as shit. But I got
I
the whole
got you.
story. This bull has he. It's every time the same shit with different shows. This high school kid, he got with the baddie. He got with the baddie. She a cheater. She got some type of STD.
Some
And then
Yamazamazoo.
then the young bull thing he got it. It's either that or either STD or she got pregnant. And it turns out that either the STD didn't come from him and he don't got it, or the baby's not his. And they find out when the baby's like 8. and
He
then
comes out.
he already has an attachment. And then they all talk to each other because they gotta make a decision. I already feel like this is my child, and they gotta go through that whole thing. It's like, well, you gotta make the decision, baby. This is your, this
Sure,
is your
yeah.
life. That's basically your own. If you want to continue to be the father in that figure in that baby's life, that's up to you. But I wouldn't do that for my kids. And that's when you hear the
Right.
fucking crowd laughing. It's like,
Ah,
ah.
and you're just sitting there like, what the fuck? How you supposed to help me? I felt like we was there, and then you just left me.
Yeah,
Damn.
they don't make daytime TV like they used to. They used to be select
Yeah.
few. You got Modern Family, and that's it. So, My Wife and
That's
Kids,
it.
but that was like early 2000s, mid
My Wife
2000s.
and Kids is a funny one, bro. Yeah, it's you're not gonna find too many of them.
And they always used to like that's the one thing they got right though. Is like the story was good, and then they always picked a family where the daughter was cute. So I had a crush on them, bro. And they
And
do that to me
then
every time. My Wife and Kids, Claire, I risk it all for Claire.
Claire.
Claire, the moment we had about that shit, I'll risk it all for Claire. Fresh Prince of Bel
Yeah.
Air,
Oh
man.
yeah.
Tatiana Ali. What was her name? Lisa?
Um, was it?
No, Lisa was I mean. Lisa was Will's girl.
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
risk it
yeah,
all for
yeah, yeah,
Lisa.
yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Lisa.
What's her name? Damn. Any other time I know her name. Oh, my biggest regret was too young for Shawty to do. My biggest regret was too young for Nia Long.
Nia Long, there you
Nia
go.
Long.
Nia
Shout out J. Cole. I
Long.
had to remember
Nia
that.
Long.
But Tatiana Ali,
I can't think of the.
Sasha? No, Sarah? No. Ashley
There
Banks.
you go, bro. I'm like, bro.
And what was the other girl's name?
Um, was it begin for C? No.
Any other
Ashley,
time, bro, I would know this.
or did it begin with a K?
The Something Bank show. She had a TV show.
Kim,
Her
no.
her fiance died because he jumped off. He did bungee jumping and then
Yo, that I remember how dark that shit was. That episode, he just didn't come back, but he didn't like answer her anymore. I was like, yo, what happened? Um, damn, I can't remember her name now.
Hillary.
Hillary. I
Hillary
remember because she was
Banks.
just so dumb, so they'll just be like, Hillary.
What was another sitcom that had like a fine daughter? There's a lot out there. Martin, they just had
They were all like,
Gigi.
yeah, they were all
Gigi was
kind of
fine, but
like,
Gigi was everybody's wife. Gigi was in My Wife and Kids. She was in Martin. She was Will's boyfriend, Will's girlfriend, or like prom date in one
I remember
episode.
that, yeah.
Will had all the shorties on his show, bro. He had fucking damn, bro. I'm really mad that I can't remember a single name. What's the girl's name from Next Top Model?
I feel like I know you're
I know
talking
I'm
about,
asking
but
the
I
wrong
can't.
guy right now.
Yep. I'm like, I don't know, bro.
Nia Long was like his wifey, but then was Beyonce not on there?
On what? Fresh Prince?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
there has to be a list of Will's girlfriends
I am pretty sure.
because
Yeah.
he had so many on that damn show.
Yeah, too many.
Yeah, look,
man.
ranking all of Will Smith's girlfriends on Fresh Prince.
The fact that there's a ranking.
Nia
I thought we
Long.
were just gonna list them.
Nia Long was Wilkes. Tyra Banks. Tyra Banks was like I feel like that should have been his
Yeah,
his number one because she
like
was from Philly. She
true.
understood. She was with
Tyra
him.
Banks.
Yeah. Elise Neal. That was another one. Layla Rashawn.
Rashawn.
Had so many. Oh, this is the one drawing that Vanessa Williams that she had a fucking baby and he was like at the Laker game and she had the baby in the limo.
Yo, I remember that shit.
Garcelle Beauvoir. That was when he started making the poem for her. I remember that one.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Amy Hunter, I don't remember her, but they showing older photos. Victoria Rowell, this is, like, early when he went to, Dr. Phil's, like, golf club
Gotcha,
or
yeah.
whatever, or country club. Oh, my phone my screen froze. There's too many ads on this fucking page. Why are you trying to throw ads on a rank? Mari alright, I'm losing some of these. Queen Latifah, I forgot she was on there for a brief second.
Mhm.
Naomi Campbell. Yeah, bro, Vivica Fox, they just honestly, like, anybody who was anybody at that time just wanted a spot on that show. Jasmine Guy from fucking not In Living Color. What's the other show? Love and I don't know. Is she out there?
Yeah, but I feel like again, like you said, like I feel like any like female at that time that was really like upcoming and starting to get into their movies and all, like they made an appearance. Like,
But I miss that though. I feel like they should do that more.
oh yeah, 100%. Like now you see, like it's never okay. We're having a steady actor or actress be in a bunch of shows at the same time. A lot of the times, it's just like if you see them on this show, that's it. Like they're just sticking on that show. You'll never see them cross into anything else.
He had to have had he probably picked every single one of them.
Probably
Good
did.
for
He
him.
he probably looked out and they were just like, "Oh, so like what
Who
girl can you
next?
think?" And
Yeah.
then he's just like, "Well,
And then they just wanted a spot, and then they in history, bro. Beyonce was on another sitcom though when she was like still in Destiny's
I feel
Child.
like I remember, yeah. But I can't remember another show that's like that though."
There are out there though, like you think about it.
Well, no, you were talking about the one where they have the daughter you have a crush on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And even like Family Matters.
Yeah.
What's her name? Rochelle? No, Rochelle was the wife.
I'm like, "Wait, what?"
Laura? It was Laura,
Laura. Rochelle was,
the wife. It was
yeah, okay.
his wife. But yeah, all right. We run out of time. I'm not gonna sit here
True,
and,
true.
simp over 90s women.
Just kinda crazy, man, all these shows the way they were.
Yeah, I miss that.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Jerry Springer, man. This episode goes out to you, bro. Seriously. When I was texting the group chat, Quinn called me crying. That's how upset he was. It would hit him deep.
I remember I saw it because I was on at my job and, yeah, like, I was on the computer and I saw it and I was like at first I looked at it and I was like,
No way.
but then I
Ah,
kept seeing that shit and I was like
damn.
and I was like, "Fuck."
But
Yeah,
yeah, rest in peace to him. Thank you guys. By the time this come out, hopefully, I'm pretty sure it will be. We'll be at 1,300 subscribers, which is crazy. On our way to 1,500, then we on our way
let's
to two
go.
grand.
Let's go.
Hell yeah, baby! 600,000 views already on the channel. We up and we
Mhm,
rising.
mhm.
We love you guys. We'll see you next week. Ta ta.
Jerry, Jerry,
Jerry,
Jerry,
Jerry,
Jerry,
Jerry,
Jerry,
Jerry.
Jerry.